Why would you tell her that this stuff?
Because he's crazy, that's why.
Yeah. So you said your mom's.
Beloved, beloved, beloved. What's up? What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Whoever I'm talking to, matter of fact, I'm seeing like the number 5. So maybe it's 5 of you guys that I'm talking to. Okay, could be more, but I just saw number 5. All right, flash my third eye. Okay, you have to speak up. Okay, excuse me. Whatever situation is, beloved, you have to speak up. Okay, whether you're on a platform, maybe some of you need to start a platform, right? Maybe whatever God is beckoning you and leading you to do that, beloved. Do that. Some of us, God is taking in other directions, right? We're like branches on a tree, right? We're branching off doing different things now, right? This is your season to come up front. You know what I'm saying? Come from behind the scenes. It's your season to come up front. Okay? Do what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3 on my timer. Okay? Excuse me. The reason you have to speak, beloved, one, that's what you were designed for, okay? To speak, okay? And more specifically, right? Speak up for yourself, right? Speak up for others who cannot necessarily speak up for themselves, right? Or people that don't necessarily know, they're just not used to speaking up for themselves, right? They're just used to taking it or dealing with, or letting people walk all over them, right? But there comes a time that you gotta stop doing that. Okay? You gotta back up your humility a little bit. Okay? Back it up a little bit. All right? Back it up to the place where it's balanced, and then stop right there. Okay? Then stop right there. Don't move any more further in your humility. Don't move any more backwards in your humility. Be leveled in it, which means don't overgive, don't overextend yourself, don't overly love. Okay? You got to practice not overly doing anything, right? Which is going to take time, and it's going to take lessons to be learned, right? But what you must do is speak what thus saith the Lord, right? And especially because you want these people's judgment to fall, right? You want these people's karma to fall, right? You have to speak up on the issue. You have to speak up on what you've been through. You have to speak up speak up about what people have done to you and tried to do to you. See, with narcissists, they want you to let them abuse you, but they don't want you to say nothing about it to nobody. Yes, I know, the nerve of them. They want you to willingly let you abuse them, right? Behind closed doors and publicly, and they want you to be quiet and not say nothing and just let them do it. They're psychotic. You hear what I just said? They want you to let them pummel you and be quiet at the same time. That's not what you came here to do, beloved. It's not. You must speak up. I promise you, once you start, you're not gonna stop. Some of us been everybody. It's different levels where the boldness comes, right? Or where the boldness is presented. Okay? From inside of you outwardly, right? Some of us earlier on the age, like me, I used to get in trouble a lot when I was a kid because I've been bold since I was a child. Like, I didn't care I just said what was on my mind all the time. All the time. You know how many times I got beat up in my family for doing that? A lot. 4 on my timer. But I didn't care. I did not care. I was going to say what I needed to say whenever I needed to say it, no matter the consequences of the repercussions. Nobody could stop me from talking. Nobody could shut my mouth. It's beyond me why they think that they could do it today when they couldn't do it then, and I was a child then. It's crazy to me. But we're not talking about me, okay? We're talking about you. All right? You have to speak up. You have to speak up. Okay? A, for yourself. B, for others. Okay? And C, because you're not a pushover. You ain't no punk. Beloved, you ain't no punk. You ain't no punk. You're not. As a matter of fact, you have yet to meet the more in-depth you. You have yet to meet that person, okay? This is going to open you up to that person, okay? The more you speak out, the more truth you speak, right? The bolder you become, right? And the source of that boldness is God, right? Otherwise, what reason would we have to be bold, right? God. God ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Yes, you're gonna go through pain. Yes, you're gonna go through some suffering. Yes, you're gonna go through things. Okay, we were promised that coming here to this earth, having this human experience. Okay, as a matter of fact, you don't even remember, but you signed up for exactly what you're going through. We all did, right? We signed up for it. Okay, which is why specific things happen in our lives and that we had to overcome and get through. Right? We even picked the families that we came through. Yeah, it's a lot deeper than people even realize, beloved. Right? Everything's bigger. Everything's bigger, more vast. Everything, beloved. You grew up in this box. The world kept you in this box, right? The world said you can go anywhere you want to within this box. Within the confines of this box, you can move anywhere you want to, do anything you want to. What's that? What's his name? That's the Hollywood satanic dude that the Hollywood elites worship or do. What's his name? Aleister Crowley. Okay, he was this satanic dude or whatever, but this motto he had: do what thou wilt, right? Meaning do whatever you want. That is the world's motto: do what thou wilt. Okay, that is not how you get through life. That is not how you excel in life. That is not how you grow. You learn, right? You learn so that you can teach others. We don't do what we want. I mean, we can. We have free will, right? But those of us who have done that before, we know where that leads to, right? We know the illusion on the way to that place, right? We know that this is such a big illusion, right? It may seem amazing. It may seem like all that's all that's gold is glittering. It may seem like a lot of things, beloved, but you know the end of that thing is death. The end of that is death. Right? There's a verse in the word that says, there is a way that seems right to a man, but that way leads into death. Right? You'll be walking blind, beloved, thinking that you're safe, thinking you're in a place, in an environment where you can thrive, you can grow in, and you're walking in illusion. And before you know it, you step off a cliff and you've fallen. You didn't even know there was a cliff there. You thought you were in the city limits. Why? Because you were an illusion, beloved. You're an illusion. Using that as an example, I hope you understood that. I mean, pretty self-explanatory, but we do what we want, okay? Chosen ones, we do what we want within the confines of God's will for our life, okay? We have that freedom, right? As long as things lines up with God's will for our life, we're good. We're good, right? Do you realize how much freedom that is? Like, God gave us the keys to our own kingdom. We are building our own kingdoms from the ground up with a steady foundation that cannot be shaken, cannot be moved, cannot be toppled over. Right? That's why when the storm comes, right, the building might shake, but it's not going to topple over. It's not going to fall. When the storm hits the outside, oh, it's catastrophic. It's a Category 5 hurricane, and it's taking everything out with it. But those whose foundation is built on the word will be the ones who stand at the end. Right? Remember, this isn't a sprint. The race is not for the swift. It's not for who can get to the end the fastest. No, it's who can endure unto the end. It's a marathon, not a sprint. 11:11 on timer, okay? It's a marathon, not a sprint, which means you need to pace yourself, right? If you ever ran track, you know how to pace yourself when you're running, right? Especially when it's long distance, okay? It's the same thing applied, right? Look at the story of the tortoise and the hare, right? This is just these same things being told in different ways over and over and over. They got it in adult form, real life form, cartoon form. It's the same thing. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. Okay, it's a journey of endurance. Okay, not how fast a person can get there, not who crosses the finish line first, right? As a matter of fact, that's not even in our minds. That's not even in our minds, because we're not racing. You get what I'm saying? We're not competing with anyone. Why? Because God created our own lane, and he put us in that lane. That lane is all yours. All yours. Yeah, there's going to be people that try to come up in your lane and push you out of it so they can take your place and all this and that, but they can't even do that because it is yours, beloved. It's yours. Might be able to make you stagnant for a little bit, might throw up blockages or whatever, but what God allows was supposed to happen. And what God allows that was supposed to happen is for your benefit. You may not see it in the moment, but I guarantee you, after you come up out of that thing, you're going to understand why God allowed you to be delayed, why God allowed blockages to be put up. Okay? And best believe that while you're making good decisions down here, right, on this earth, while you're helping people on this earth, while you're doing what you're supposed to do on this earth, beloved, your riches are being stored in heaven. Your riches are being stored in heaven while still having abundance internally. You are abundance. That's where people get it messed up. They think that abundance always means cash, like what's the word I'm looking for? They think abundance is just in solid form, like cash, like money, right? Or plastic, credit card, whatever, right? But before even money, abundance is internal. Abundance is internal first. Okay? Abundance has to be here. You have to get out of a poverty mindset, saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'll never be able to do that. What negative talk, right? Negative talking to yourself. 14 on my timer, right? That's what the enemy has people doing on replay, right? Being down on themselves, telling themselves they can't do it, right? Allowing them to surround themselves with other people who tell them they can't do it, with other people who don't believe they can do things themselves, who feel like they have to steal from other people. And it's not that they can't do it, it's that they're lazy. It's that they're lazy. That's it. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. Everybody. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. So there's no excuse why anybody should be blaming somebody else for what they refuse to do. You know what I'm saying? They can blame all they want, but what are they doing to change it? Nothing. Complaining, running around in circles, meaning they're lazy. Right? You got me? Okay? So they're banking on you not saying anything. Okay? Because your kind nature, your kind heart. That's why I said back your humility up a little bit. Okay? To a balanced place. Because you need to speak. Speak up. Okay? All right? All right, beloved. Love you, beloved. Know that, right? I love you, beloved. I really do. All right? I wouldn't be up here doing this. Do you hear me? All right. I love y'all, beloved. All right? Speak. Don't be afraid to speak the truth. Don't be afraid to speak up. All right? All right. Love you. Later. Peace.